You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to talk some Walking Dead. Yes, Walking Dead. Now, a couple of you people asked me about whether or not I saw the New Zeland trailer or upcoming preview for the Walking Dead Season 4. I did. For those of you who may not have seen it, probably be a little bit too much for you. I would put the link in the description, but I checked the link that I got just a little while ago, and unfortunately the video has been removed. So there's no link to worry about. If you don't want to know what took place in the trailer, you might want to shut this off. I am going to refer to it. So, sorry in advance. But here we go. So what I can remember, because I only got to see it twice, and that was yesterday, and I didn't get to see it today. And like I said, by the time I checked it, gone. We saw Gareth. Gareth is in Terminus, and he looks like to be a heavy hitter there. He looks like he's the man in Terminus. Now, there's a bunch of speculations about the Hunters and who's the Hunters. Some people still think that Joe and his group are the Hunters. I don't see it now. I got to be honest. I just don't see it. Because they killed Len and they left Len. They didn't even, unless by some off chance they are and they're just not ready to reveal that to Daryl yet. But I don't see that. Joe seems to be persistently getting Daryl to accommodate to his rules and his ways, and it's working. Sadly, it's working. That's one thing about Daryl. As tough as he is, and as much as people like him, once somebody kind of pulls an alpha that's stronger than him, he kind of just folds. He used to do it with Merrill. Looks like he's doing it with Joe. Maybe he sees a lot of Merrill in Joe, and it's just something natural for him. But, he did the whole claim thing with the tomato near the railroad tracks and all that stuff. So, but I really don't think these guys are the Hunters. I don't. Terminus looks like the obvious choice. But again, a lot of things that have looked obvious so far in the second half have not come to pass. I'm starting to wonder if they might even delay the Hunters for another half season or season. Because, this is season 4. We're going into season 5. If you trudge through the Hunters too quick, your next major villain is Negan. And they're just finishing the All Out War series. I think they're up to either 9 or 10 out of 12 issues. So you don't want to go too fast. Even though you alleviate from the comic like they do, you don't want to rush through villains because, some people felt they stretched out the governor too much. I like David Morrissey. To me, was fantastic, so I didn't mind seeing him so much. So don't be surprised if we don't get the Hunters. Now, other things seen in the trailer, it looks like Carl, Rick, and Michonne arrive at Terminus. I'm trying to really recall everything else I saw, but it's hard because I only saw it twice, and that was yesterday. But I will say this much. If the Terminus turn out to be the Hunters, then, it looks like we're going to be left with a cliffhanger. If they don't turn out to be the Hunters, I think the Hunters will come either later next year or the year after this, and this Terminus and this Gareth will be the new enemy or the new villain. A lot of people are saying that he's Father Gabriel. There's some people saying that he's supposed to be Chris from the Hunters, and there's some people saying he's supposed to be both. Being both would be kind of sick. But who knows? Beth, obviously, we still don't know what's going on with Beth, but I'm starting to get a feeling that she's going to be at Terminus. I think everybody agrees with that. I think everybody agrees that she's probably going to be there already. Some people think she's on the grill. Beth Burgers. Can you imagine Maggie taking a chunk out of Beth breast? Oh, man. But I don't think they'll make Beth go out like that. They may even leave her in a cliffhanger. Who knows? I don't know if they're going to do another major death, man. I got to be honest. I mean, you had Herschel. You had the 2 girls. Man, are they really going to do one more? Because the one with the 2 little girls is, that was brutal. And not only that, you don't want to keep doing this cliche that every end of every season somebody major dies. I mean, you don't want to, because then people just start to see that. So it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see a death at all. I think what we're going to get is a cliffhanger that's going to make everybody say, fuck you, AMC, for making me wait another 9 months till the next season. That's what I think you're going to get. So, but yeah, I did see the trailer. It did reveal quite a bit. I don't think spoilers so much, but there's a lot of action going on in there. I got the idea that there's a lot going on in this last episode. And once again, I'm just curious as to whether or not they're going to be able to, how they're going to cram everything into this final episode. Now, granted, sometimes final episodes run like an extra 10 minutes. So we might see it run a little past 10 o'clock. So that'll be interesting to see. But for the most part, I do remember seeing Rick, Michonne, and Carl arrive at Terminus. I remember seeing Gareth talking to somebody, and he was fairly hostile, and it was one of the members of the group, and it appeared to be at Terminus. Something else a lot of people have been putting up online, and I wish I had the picture so I could show you guys, but if you look online, you will find it. I guarantee you that. Just look. Some people have been talking about the foreshadowing, and something I mentioned too in my episode review for Us was foreshadowing, like the thing with Maggie. Well, apparently very interesting. A couple of episodes ago, when Michonne and Carl were going on a supply run while Rick was comatose in the house, she pulled a painting out of a woman who had, and the painting was pretty eerie. Like, it looked like blood streaks going down, and then there was a lot of blood around her mouth, like covering her mouth area, and she had like reddish orange hair, or reddish hair I should say, not orange, reddish hair, and a nice, not a braid, but her hair going down the side, identical to Mary at Terminus. So some people are saying that's some foreshadowing of things to come, and the painting did look very violent. She did have blood on the mouth, so maybe there is some cannibalism going on there. But when you look at it from a from a perspective of a cannibal, what better way to bring in your meals than to have a lovely lady greet people at a gate? She's not armed, she's by herself, she's cooking, and she invites you to sit down and have a plate of food after you've been on the road for God knows how long, after the tragic events of the prison. I mean, how could you resist that? How could you pull a gun to that? She's armed, she's defenseless. She's got nobody around. So obviously it's very much a trap. I think we all can agree on that now. It's just a question now as to whether or not these are the hunters. It makes sense for them to be the hunters, but the show tends to shift things around so much that it looks almost so obvious that I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the hunters. But I definitely don't think it's Joe and his group. That's my opinion. I still think, regardless of what Joe said, I still think they're heading to Terminus, because remember, they're tracking Rick. So if Rick's heading there, they're going to go there. Some people mentioned that because he said that they weren't heading there, because he said that it was bullshit and it's a lie. But I don't think he's going towards Terminus for Terminus. He's going towards Terminus to catch up with Rick and have payback. So, but anyway, guys, that's it. I mean, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Got a couple more days to The Walking Dead. That's very, very exciting. Don't forget to join us on Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. for the Walking Dead season finale live stream with myself, as well as Agree to Disagree and Comic Uno, two other channels who do Walking Dead reviews. We will start the live stream at 10:30 p.m. reviewing the last episode, as well as talking about season 4 in general and interacting with you guys. So we invite you to come join us. Should be a lot of fun. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.